The Queen is here! Hello, hello, hello! Season's greetings one and all, and welcome to the actual Queen's speech. I am Her Majesty Michelle O'Toole, and I wish upon you a Merry Christmas, a fantastic queerness, a happy Hanukkah, an awesome Kwanzaa, a wonderful winter solstice, a smashing Yuletide, and/or a joyous, generic, non-religious winter feasting ceremony, delete as appropriate. I am currently sat on the floor of my family home's front room as I record this, and my family is abuzz with activity. My sister is baking all sorts of treats in the kitchen, my mother is doing some last-minute wrapping, and my father is out battling the last-minute crowds at various northern supermarkets, desperately seeking out that jar of cranberry sauce that we all forgot to buy. I am so incredibly lucky to have the family that I have. I mean, yeah, things did get hard when I came out and misunderstandings did occur, but we mostly got through it. And I still have a family. And I know that that is not necessarily the case for many in the transgender community. And to those I say, you are not alone. You may believe that you are, and you may be alone in your house right now. You may be alone physically. You may feel alone mentally and spiritually. Even if maybe some of you feel alone, even though you are surrounded by people. Maybe people can't or won't get your name or pronouns right. Maybe this time of year is painful because it reminds you of people you have lost. To those who are feeling isolated, I just want to tell you that there is a whole community of trans people out there who are there for you, who will love you, who will accept you for who you are and love the shit out of you for it. I urge you to do what you can to seek us out. The community will help you if you need it. You are not as alone as you think. If you need help over this most stupid of seasons, there are people out there who are willing to listen right now. First, the LGBT Switchboard is open 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. every day, including today, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and every other day, and is there to provide information, advice, or just someone to listen to who knows what you are going through. Call them on 0300 3300 630, or if talking is not a thing you can do, you can instant message them on their website, switchboard.lgbt. Also, the LGBT Foundation helpline is still running. The number is 0345 330 3030, and they will be running between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. on both Christmas Day today and Boxing Day. And for more information on their services throughout the Christmas period, please go to their website at lgbt.foundation. If you need help, those are amazing places to go, and don't worry, I will include all these details in the description of this pod. And if you know someone who will be alone this Christmas or is going through a rough time, why not give them a call, a WhatsApp, Snapchat thing, whatever that is. Hell, go around to their place, pick up that new Nintendo Switch you got from Santa, and go do some Mario Kart with them. If you know anyone who's going to be alone over this Christmas period, do what you can to mitigate the aloneness. Reach out, don't be afraid, go, do things now! Now, I want to talk a little about the year that was 2018, which has to be the strangest year I have known in all my 33 years of being a thing on this planet. The endless press attacks, the incredible NHS waiting lists that only seem to be getting longer, endless turf-based twattery, and the goddamn celebrity transphobes that just won't ever shut up. It has been an incredibly challenging year. I mean, seriously, 2 years ago, I never would have thought it possible for things to get like this. It has been intimidating to say the least, and incredibly easy to lose all hope. This year has been especially hard for the activists, as many in our community have been attacked in the national press, personally, horrifically, and disgustingly. Even recently, a friend to this very podcast was targeted by craven fuckers in the right-wing press, and they, along with many others over the last 12 months, were smeared and publicly shamed, and the only crime they committed was working for the betterment of the trans community, working for the betterment of your life, my life, trans kids' lives, and it is to them that we owe so much. And from the bottom of my heart, if any of you happen to be listening, thank you for your service, and you deserved so much better than you got. If you happen to follow any prominent activists on the social medias, maybe take a moment today to wish them a Merry Christmas and thank them for the work they do. It is so easy to think about how negative this year has been, but some wonderful things have happened, and it is these that I will be working to remember when I think back on 2018, during this most ridiculous of holidays. I mean, my family have a tree in their house. I mean, that's a bit weird, right? I mean, if you think about it for any longer than 2 seconds, it is really strange the things we do at this time of year. But anyway, whilst it may have hurt to see celebs you used to respect take a tumble down the bigot hole, this year saw many more celebrities use their platforms to voice their support for transgender people, including the mighty Neil Gaiman, who tweeted his support for trans kids charity Mermaid, Emma Watson, who has repeatedly spoken out for trans people, Dominic West, who legit announced that he wants to see a transgender James Bond, Anna Friel, the actor who produced the powerful and wonderful Butterfly miniseries earlier this year, also a staunch defender of trans people. Owen Jones, the famous Guardian columnist who has fearlessly argued for trans equality this year in spite of all the hatred he has received. Comedian and the MASH Report host Nish Kumar voices support for trans people on Question Time. Writer and former actor Mara Wilson also took the haters to task on her social media this year. Dawn Butler MP, the Shadow Secretary of State for Women's Inequalities, who has been incredibly vocal in defence of trans people all year. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. We have so many defenders out there in the world, and I'd just like to take a moment to thank them on the very small chance they happen to be listening to a tiny trans podcast that is currently being recorded on a trans woman's phone in a random front room in the north of England. So, thanks. Not only did we get some support from some very, very famous corners of the world, we also got a lot of support from the people in our own community, as in the queer women community stepped up this year in a huge way after the TERFs invaded Pride in London, beginning with various responses at Pride events up and down the country. You may have heard about the hashtag #LWithThe. Many prominent lesbians and bisexual women have been speaking out online and off, defending trans people, and that has culminated with the 6 biggest lesbian and bi and queer women's publications coming together to take a stand against transphobia, which I talked about in the last episode. If things feel bleak for you, you could do so much worse than looking up the #LWithThe hashtag on Twitter and seeing for yourself the thousands of messages of support from the lesbian community. And if you ever need reminding that we are not alone in the great LGBTQ letter salad, that is a good way to go. But the biggest heroes of this year? It's us. Of course it's us. Of course I would say that. Of course it's us. The trans community in all of its forms, from the Paris Lees and the Fox Fishers to the average trans guy living in Slough, we have all fought battles this year, and by getting through it and making it to Christmas time, we have won. Many just do not understand the battles many of us have to fight every day to be who we are. Many assholes out there think that we are the most snowflakery of snowflakes as a community. But the truth is, we aren't snowflakes. We are a fucking volcano. We are volcanic lava spewing out into the world despite any and all barriers. We can get through anything. The incredible work of mermaids and their resilience to the ongoing hate campaign against STEM led by the right-wing press is astounding to me. The incredible work of the trans people at Stonewall, Gendered Intelligence, Telly, the LGBT Foundation, London Friend, Transfiguration is all about trans, from the largest trans institutions to the smallest of support groups in community centres up and down the country. It is incredible to me that this community can not only withstand all of the nonsense, but thrive. We are so diverse as a community. We are such a diverse community who are defined by making our own rules and living our truths no matter what, and that never stops being incredible to me. You should all be so proud of yourselves this year. You are a goddamn miracle. So I would like to make a toast, which is going to be a bit weird because I'm speaking to you from the past, but, let's give it a go. But first, I need you to go get a drink. Could be alcoholic, could be not, doesn't matter as long as it's delicious. I am currently drinking a big glass of milkshake because I am a 9-year-old child. So go pause the pod and go do that right now. I'll wait. Alright, I'm assuming you've paused the podcast and got yourself a drink. I would like you to now raise your glass, raise your cup, your mug, your goblet, whatever it is, to the transgender community in all its forms, to the families, the trans parents, the trans kids, to the families we choose, the queer collectives, the wicker covens, the polycubes, to the people who fight and to the people who help, to our cis and queer allies, and to all trans people everywhere. Here's to having an amazing Christmas, a wonderful New Year, and here's to continuing to be incredible for years to come. Cheers! Alright, that's enough from me. I have some presents to unwrap, some cake to eat, and so do you. What are you still doing here? Go do Christmas, go! Have a wonderful time, everyone. I will speak to you again in the new year. Bye-bye!